I think we are live, 5 here. Welcome, everyone. Okay, let me read some comments. Dylan, things are looking up, gents. Okay, that's usually when something's bad happens. don't, don't think like that, brother. Stacy Morgan in the house. Welcome, Stacy. Oleg, for his size, in my opinion, oh, yes. You're talking about something already. Did I miss some chats? Has an amazing story. Okay, he's an absolute freak of nature and deserves to be recognized worldwide. He's an amazing story behind everyone. What's done. That is my opinion. And now I have to go to work. Have a great show, Pradeep. Thanks for staying here, Stacey. Thanks very much. Can you guys hear me? 20 online. Thank you very much for joining. Let me open my phone to read some chats. I don't like John eating pancakes. I do. Do you, okay, let me check it myself. Is the video available in 1080p? Because I changed my webcam. I bought a new one, but I don't see much quality difference. Anyway, that's good. I think it is available in 1080. Do you think John will get a pin on Devon? No, I don't think so. We'll talk about it definitely. Jerry, when we will talk about it. Get Yuch and she's and what is it? You think Devon will crush John 4-0? I think so. He should do that. And Devon likes to play with it. But still, he likes to test that edge. Devon doesn't really give you any rounds because he has beaten John 6-0 in the past. So I believe he will not give intentionally give him any round. I'm not saying that. But Devon for sure by round 2 will try to make the match look closer. That is just my opinion. Devon win. Clint PMK. Pradeep is the man. Keep up the awesome work. Thank you. Thank you, brother. The arm wrestling opinion. If John beats Devon, do you think he's got a shot at Levan? No way. No, I don't think so. I am optimistic, but I am a realist also. I cannot imagine John beating Levan or giving him a match. Demon win, yes, okay. AF. I don't want him to destroy his body like other arm wrestlers. Okay, that's what you're saying. But it is only for a couple of months, less than a month remaining for the pancakes, maybe. Maybe a little bit more than a month. No harm in such short period of time. Sumitro Jana. Prime John versus young Dennis. Who would have won? What's your thoughts? Prime John versus Young Dennis. Young Dennis, I think you are assuming before 2009 Dennis, the Dennis that beat John. I would have to go with John Brzenk for sure in that. And if you're talking about post 2010 Dennis, after 2010, then I would have to say Dennis beats the young version of John because there is only so much skill can overcome. You can overcome with the skill and so much size that you can overcome. Like if A beats B and A is 200 pounds, B is 300 pounds, and there is some C 400 pounds guy. B may beat C just because the size difference isn't that much, but A will not be able to beat C because, but even if A can beat B because the size difference is too big, 200 versus 400. On that logic, I think John will have a hard time against Dennis when he was young, less than 200 pounds, about 200 pounds. I don't think he was ever less than 200 after his he turned 20 maybe. Okay, okay. Devon. Okay, 1080p, great. John already beat Dennis in 2008 and 9. I think he beat him in 2007 and 8. In 2009, Dennis defeated him. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it was 2008, 9, and 10. They faced each other 3 continuous years, I think. That is what I know. Maybe I'm wrong. Not sure though. Okay. ब्रो क्रिकेट बहुत ओवररेटेड, वेयर डिड इट दैट चैट को? प्रदीप ब्रो क्रिकेट बहुत ओवररेटेड है हमारे रीजन में। नो, आई डोंट सी एनी प्रॉब्लम विद पीपल इफ people love cricket. Cricket is a great game. I don't watch it right now. I've stopped watching it for so many years, but I don't have problem with it, Irfan. Cricket is huge, like the second most. Some of you guys from US, you may not even know anything about cricket, but it is the second biggest game in the world, second biggest sport in the world in terms of audience, viewers, and fan following. First one is soccer, second is cricket, and these two are by far the biggest. Okay, Sumitro. In that time, Dennis was not his best form, right? Trapper V. What do you think John's best weapon is against Devon? His hand, for sure. And let's talk about John versus what I believe about the John versus Devon match. In 2015, when they were about the same weight, I believe for the 225-pound WL class, Devon was cutting from around 242 to 43 pounds, something like that, to 225, maybe 245 at tops. And John was cutting from 3 230 to 35, something like that. So they were about the same weight when they were competing in 225 pounds class. Devon was about 10 pounds heavier, no, but not that much. Right now John is 240 and Devon is 270. Devon said he will be around 275 or 280 maybe. So the weight difference could be up to 30 pounds, which is big. And Devon has shown that he can gain strength when he gains weight. Not everyone can gain, like these days everyone is saying that okay, he should just get so much bigger and destroy everyone. It doesn't work like that for everyone. Like you have to have the frame and you need to be a kind of a skinny looking guy to gain weight and gain strength at the same time. Not everyone can do that, but Devon has shown that he can do that. So this is about the weight difference between these two. And John, remember, John was not able to beat Devon once he was able to slip. So because John's hand was so much better in that match, he prevented Devon from slipping. So in 2021 December 11th, anyone who is saying that John can beat Devon, I think he means that Devon will not be able to slip against John, because if he's able to slip even in one round, in first round, he will bleed John enough in that round unless John concedes immediately, which I don't see happening. Maybe he will. Maybe he learned from his first round in 2015. So if Devon gets slipped round one, I think the entire match is over after that. There is not much left. And one more funny thing, when there were polls about Devon versus John, Devon versus Levan, I think the results were about 50-50, or maybe 45 Devon, 55 Levan, but really close. So about half of the arm wrestling audience thought that Levan Levan will lose to Devon. Devon will beat Levan. Almost half of us thought that. And now the polls between John and Devon, 40% think that John can beat Devon. So John at 57 years age can beat a guy who can beat Levan. it it is hard for me to believe, to connect things. Sorry guys, my throat is really bad. I got some cold yesterday, got a COVID test, and I was really hoping that I test positive, but like all the other times, I was unfortunate, negative. There are my personal reasons why I wanted to test positive for that, some personal benefits. Not going to go deep into that, but frustrated. Okay, John already beat Dennis. I think he will crush John the first four and then maybe play after that. That is why they changed to John. Devon felt that need in the Levan match. Like you are really binding someone to perform how the way you want him to perform, being the manager, the holder of stakings. So people can't really play in a match even after they have won four straight rounds. So that is what Devon wanted to change, because he also likes to test some things after he has won. So that's why they have changed now to four rounds. So shutout now means 4-0. Like in the Levan versus Chaffee match, it was 6-0. But right now it is 4-0. If you win four rounds first, then you can do whatever you want. Win, lose, test different things, beat someone outside of straps. Your choice. Okay, I'm really messing up this chat. Oh, Beerman Borgoin, I saw him. Evan, you are really crushing. Remember, you were in my comments and I told you just hang out with Devon Larratt. And like this past week on YouTube has been Evan Bierman Burgoyne's week. Totally crushed it by far. Arm Shark Arm Wrestling is the second guy. These two have really crushed it. Best YouTubers this week. Okay. Let me get back to the chat. Don't underestimate John. I'm not underestimating John. Why do you think that IK Ronic? Tell me, will you put your I Iconic? I don't know what it is. Will you put your money on John in this match because he only needs to win one round, only one round in first four. If you are putting up your money on John, then your statement is right about me underestimating John. Keith Thomas, greetings from Wales. Love the content. Thank you very much, man. Thanks, brother. Wales is in England. I'm not sure. Gateway Arms. I think it would be cool. And by the way, from England, I remembered one thing. Neil Pickup is calling John Brzenk and Devon Larratt live on his show, Halloween special, tonight at about 5 hours from now. 4 hours 50, 4 hours 49 minutes, I would say. So please, if you have time, please join that show. It would be amazing to watch. We should really promote live streams. I don't do that really well. Like I should schedule live streams at least a day before. Neil Pickup does it really well. He sometimes schedules live streams a couple of days before it actually happens. So that is great. One thing I need to learn from them and stop being lazy. Okay. Gateway Arms. I think it would be cool if John challenged some of the losers of round one of top eight to prove he's really worthy of being there if he wanted to be. John Brzenk is the goat of arm wrestling. Him challenging, I'm not saying top eight, a loser of top eight is some below level arm wrestler. He's also really high level. But him challenging someone who lost doesn't really mean I would rather see him challenging some winner of a little bit lower competition. John will not settle for that. I think I can tell you that. Sumitra Jana, okay. Failed. Trapper V, probably side pressure or his wrist. Side pressure. John's side pressure is really looking great, and his shoulder has to be healed almost 90% at least when he's doing that broken wrist press. That is really amazing. The match happened in 2008 and 9, okay. Hi everyone, hi brother. Hermes Mikiel. I remember you said your name is Mikiel. Hermes versus Gennady prediction. I made a video about that, and in that match, I predicted Hermes Gasparini to win because the same reason I don't like to go into too much technicalities because that is not my field. By the way, did you guys watch me and Artem on Leo's podcast earlier this week? I think it was released on Tuesday or something. Had a great time talking to them. So just because Gennady has lost always, whenever he has lost in last 3 4 years, mostly because of top roll, and Hermes Gasparini is one of the best top rollers. So and all the crazy lifts he's doing, like he's still somewhat flat or curled in. He's not doing any pronation lifts, which Levan said about his wrist that he has some injury in his wrist. And SG Records corrected me that he said maybe something was lost in translation. His injury was on his hand or something, not his wrist. But the official PL post said that Levan said his wrist is injured, so he cannot be top five. Or I don't remember. He said top eight in the world, Gennady, and that is coming from Levan, who has been his training partner, same country. Carlos, good day, Pradeep. Good day, brother. Good day. Edgar Ellerman. John and Devon going on live later with Neil Pickup. Right. About 4 hours, 45 minutes from now. I failed Bharat Khana Armies 5-2. It cannot be 5-2. It is a best of 5 match, so it can be 5-0. Wayne Withers arm wrestling. How is the weather over there, my friend? Where I'm living right now, the weather is good, around 23, 24 maybe. I don't check weather, but good. Fine sunny weather, not cold, not hot. And Wayne Withers, would you like to come on my arm wrestling news short interviews, 20 25 minute interviews with Marcio Barboza? Should I contact him? Will you guys be interested in before your match, just to hype it up a little bit more, to get things rolling on stakings? Maybe I should call you two together. I asked in my last video, and a couple of people said that yes, they would be interested in seeing Wayne Withers and Marcio Barboza on my show discussing it. Beerman Burgoyne and his bad company. What's up, Pradeep? Doing great, man. You are doing great, not we. Trapper V. If John does get a pin, how do you think he would do it? Outside of straps, 100%. There is no chance John is getting a pin on Devon inside straps. It has to be outside of straps. And Devon trying to just run away and slip. And I'm assuming that although Devon was still arm wrestling for what 20 years when he arm wrestled him in 2015, not 20, maybe 17, 18 years at least. I think Devon has learned more about slipping since that match, because when he went to Australia after that, or all the other countries, since then he has been talking about only letting go, don't hold on to things in an arm wrestling match and in life it doesn't work. So I think Devon has gotten better at slipping, and I think he will slip. Joel Suraj, Viru, क्या हाल है यार? You should have been in the team. I'm doing fine, and no, I don't play cricket, so I couldn't have been in that team. Have you watched PAL event yesterday? Okay, for me it was today. What, maybe yesterday. I don't know. 30th. Oh yeah, yesterday. What do you think about Kurdecha's performance? Alex Kurdecha is a beast. So Mikhail is talking about Alex Kurdecha versus Tobias Sporong, round 1 top 8, stage 1 top 8 match, and I think he won 6-0. Alex Cordecha, as we expected. People are saying that Tobias stopped him for some time, like, but he was trying to contain him without the straps. That is why the match got stopped. And Alex Cordecha is a beast. It would not be a overestimation or something if I say that Alex is top 10 in the world. He's really, really strong, really improved. And he's what, still 5, 6 years into the sport. So almost as much experience as Corey West. Not much experience and beastly strong. All the genetics, really good pronation. I think he's definitely going to be top 5 in the world in maximum top 2 years from now, if he continues without injury. Perma bulk. We need some women arm wrestling creators. Smart question, smart or idea. I thought about it once, and there are no. And it is a general thing about strength sports. You cannot have, maybe if a woman starts saying things about arm wrestling, Sarah Beckman was a as elite as it can get arm wrestler, and he was also crushing it on YouTube. He was doing great, but still she sorry still, still she stopped uploading. I don't know why. Maybe it was not financially lucrative enough for her. I don't know what's the reason. But in a strength sport where female competitors are less than 5% and female audience, like women are complaining sometimes about not being a welcoming stage, arm wrestlers not being welcoming enough or supportive enough for them to grow in this sport or to attract new faces, new arms in this sport. And women don't even watch arm wrestling. Any channel you can watch, ask any YouTuber, arm wrestling YouTuber, and they will tell you that their female audience is less than 3%. So nobody is stopping you from watching YouTube, right? And I don't know what to say about that. It is just women are not really interested into strength sports. Yes, Leo is a good interviewer, right? And the good thing about is some interviewers do that. Like if they call you on your interview, they will just simply ask one line questions and let you speak, and then they will be silent. But Leo, if he sees you that you don't have anything to say for some time, he immediately takes the charge and starts the conversation. He wouldn't mind speaking for continuously for 2, 3, 4 minutes on his own show when he is interviewing someone else. I like this about Leo. Tom has limits hall. If John is actually hurt and he's not just planning excuses for his loss already, then he shouldn't arm wrestle Devon. Maybe the end of John. Might be the end of John. The John is, he's not lying about it. When he grabbed his, like he was pointing here after the Paulin match, he showed it, next day his hand was reddish, kind of not purple, still reddish. And I mentioned that in my video, like before you are staking, I mentioned two things you need to know. And number one is that John is, maybe he's on a pancake diet right now, not just TRT, because he's over 240 pounds, and he was slightly injured in the elbow. And John Milne, he mentioned in the comments that why are you already making excuses for John? No, I'm not making excuses for John. Actually, I have predicted Devon to win. So why would I make excuses for John? I just said that thing because the match is what, about 6 weeks from away from now, and that injury looked enough sufficient to take 1 week training away from John. And when the match is only 6 weeks away and you cannot train for 1 week, I think it matters. I'm not really into training and other stuff. Maybe some of you guys who are trained and prepared, really prepared for a competition, maybe you guys can tell missing 1 week would matter or not in this case, if John misses 1 week. Okay. Sorry for the delay, guys. I lost the chat. Is it true that John called out Devon for his match? Is it possible that John sees something in Devon that he can perhaps exploit? His hand, John is confident that his style works well against him. John always says, like, even if that conversation is not it is not really in the conversation, even then, John says that, what was that big biceps guy, the Russian? Damn, I forgot his name. Arsen Liliev. John always said that Arsen Liliev would have busted Devon, and maybe Hermes Gasperini would also beat Devon. So he believes his style is fast, explosive enough top roll hit that he can exploit that and beat John. Nobody is underestimating John. Devon is just that strong right now, maybe. Okay. Now that's going to be a good match. Okay, I left some chat. I missed a lot of chat, maybe. Football, you mean, right? Soccer. We call it football here. I said in one of my videos that Travis Bajent missed Sunday, the tournament in California, I think, the Olympia tournament, because he had his son's rugby game on Sunday. And people were really pissed off. Some of them were taking it in a funny way that it is not rugby, it is American football. Can't really take much from the 2015 match. Devon basically had a newbie elbow post surgery. No, no. Devon's right arm surgery, if I remember it correctly, was in 2012, and left arm surgery in 2016. So 2012 to 15, and WL tournaments are in what, August maybe? So complete 3 years. I'd not call it a newbie Devon after surgery. The fact that John thinks he has a good chances versus Devon, but not a chance versus Hermes, says a lot about his opinion about the current ratings, right? Right. John thinks very highly of Hermes, and he has said a couple of times that Hermes is top 5 in the world. Let's wait and see how John's injury is going. There may not be a match in December. There will be a match in December, as far as I think. Too big of a money opportunity to leave. Beerman Burgoyne. Devon had pulled supers the year before with right. Still, it was getting better, but at his as his training partner, his right hand spot that he couldn't go for sure. Okay. At that time you were talking about. Okay. Devon wins, agree 100% Russia. Lagia. Well, I think he has had bad chances against both Devon and Hermes. Way worse against Hermes though, right? Keith Thomas. Pradeep, PRADWP. What do you think about Ryan is so delusional? Ryan has to do what he has to do on YouTube. You get on YouTube for a year, start making videos, and you will realize why Ryan is delusional. Like, Ryan gives people what they want to hear. Like clearly there are a lot of things that we are, even I'm like, what is this dude saying? But if 80 or 85 or maybe 90% people believe in that, and 10-15% of us don't, then who are we to complain? Like, majority always wins. I want to. Okay, first I should read the comments before giving my own thoughts about something else. Devon has the same chance to beat Levon as I to go to the moon. Maybe, okay. It means there are chances. You can go to moon. Looking forward to the Marcio versus Wayne Withers match too. December 13th. I forgot the date. Pradeep, my bro, tell me all the matches. Those are scheduled for King of the Two Table 2. Okay, Larry Wheels versus Brandon Allen, right-handed. All matches are right-handed. Hermes Gasparini versus Gennady Kukunia. John Brzenk versus Devon Larratt, which is the main event, and one more match. No, Ryan Bourne versus Irakli Zirakashvili is not confirmed yet. So only three matches. And I think today is the last day, or maybe it has ended. Early bird sale has ended. Luckily, I bought it for $5 this time. $5.80. Hope you're good, brother Tom. Thanks, brother. I'm great. Not literally great. I have a bad throat, but everything else is fine. Keith Thomas. Pradeep, again, Pradeep. Why do you think Ryan is so delusional? Okay, I have already read that. Thanks. Artem, Leo, and Pradeep was the wonderful podcast. And Devon wins 5-1 in a 6 round match. John is still amazing. Which round is John getting? Because if you think I'm putting my money on John, so if it is round one, you think I may take my betting money back before I put it, not back. Wayne Withers arm wrestling now. That's going to be a good match. Nobody's underestimating John. Okay, I read that. You asked, is it true that John called out Devon for his match? Yes, it is kind of true. John was offered Hermes Gasparini by Larry Will's manager Adam Silver, and as I said earlier, John thinks very highly of Hermes. He said he doesn't really have a chance against Hermes. He would rather pull Devon because he is a better matchup for him. So that is what John told. So it has to be considered the truth. IANBLM. John's injured, and I'm not sure he's even able to train for this match. Yeah, he was really feeling that pain in his training a couple of days ago. The live stream table time that he did. You're looking strong, Wayne, okay? And people are saying that Wayne with Marcio deserves. I've got some comments like Marcio deserves a better match than Wayne Withers. I'm like, how fast people can forget things. In last year, late last year, maybe about a year ago or earlier this year, I don't remember exactly. Wayne Withers defeated Matt Mask, and Matt Mask defeated Marcio Barboza before that, 1 year before that. So don't really underestimate Wayne Withers. There are no current ratings because they haven't been any competitions. There are only noise from cheerleaders. Support from Toronto, Canada, putting the house on Devon Larratt. Good bet. Riff Dag. Good afternoon and happy Halloween from Canada, brother. Good afternoon. And what is the concept of Halloween? Like we don't really understand here what is Halloween. Please somebody explain. All we know is like people wearing different kind of dresses and dressing up as someone. I was playing Spider-Man on my PS4 once, the 2018 version, and there is one Halloween mission. Sorry if I got your name wrong, Wales. And some people call me with other names, even at my job, and they call me with some other name, and I'm like, yes, yes, no problem. Hello, Pradeep. Have a good day, brother. Thanks, Dapper. Rivdag. We watched it here. Yeah. Win with our arm wrestling. I'm more healthy and stronger than ever before, and I still have a month of steel to pump. Right. Leo is a good interviewer. I read that. Tom, if John has actually heard and he's not planning excuses for his, okay, read that. Devon implied in a YouTube comment that John dodged the 2016 rematch because he knew Devon would win even if they are the same weight, and this Devon is now way stronger. And I'm not saying John Brzenk is comparable right now to his 2016 version. I haven't really seen John compete in 2016 except for one match, and I would believe that he's stronger now than what he was in 2016. But Yoshi Kanai, many of you should know Yoshi Kanai, the guy, heavyweight guy from Japan. He stopped John Brzenk in a King's move. Like he has a legit King's move. He did not have it when John beat him in the first time earlier. But 2016, they had a match and Yoshi Kanai took his revenge on John. And he was like perfect, beautiful looking King's move. Not really ugly, shoulder above the table. But it looked like John couldn't really do anything with that against that King's move. and eventually John had to pin his own arm a couple of times. You should type John Brzenk versus Yoshi Kanai rivalry or something like that. Three matches they have had. First one is where Travis Page and John Brzenk, they were arm wrestling, and I think they've had three matches, and finally he took his revenge in 2016 with a King's move. Without King's move, he still cannot beat him. Still cannot beat him. But Devon also has a King's move. So if he will use, if he has to. I think Devon is sandbagging like he did with Mike, saying that he was 256 pounds when with Matt. Like, right, right. I wouldn't be surprised if he comes in at 300 pounds with bald head ready to smash. Devon really has to really force his body, eat a lot, and eat a lot of pancakes as well to get to that weight, 290. So I don't think he will force that much on himself for this match. When look at the match Gennady had with versus Sabin. Sabin took his hand, but Gennady's arm didn't even move from the center. Gennady can easily pull without his wrist. Yes, but I can say that look at his match against Alex Cordecha. Alex took his hand and he couldn't really do anything with his arm after that. So I don't know what the context was before that match, but maybe you're right. In a recent video, he showed his stomach getting big again while saying that he was 266 pounds. I think that is false. And he's over 270 right now, maybe. Okay. That is interesting. Devon is overhyped trash. Master Blaster. Master Blaster. They used to call Sachin Tendulkar Master Blaster. So are you Master Blaster? Master Blaster. Little Master also. Little Master Sachin Tendulkar. High predict. Pradeep, man. You're typing by name predict? Okay. Master Blaster, I agree. Devon can't even beat amateurs. The bottom line is if Devon comes in as bald Devon, it's game over. And if he comes as a shaggy hair Devon, John has a good shot. Devon has really performed very well the both times he showed up bald against Wagner and against Devon. Did he show up bald in some other match too? I don't remember. If Devon is way too confident, too nervous, which I don't think he will be, okay? Why would he be nervous in this match? Maybe like his match will be totally ruined. His match will be with Levan will be completely ruined if he loses to John in that match. So I think he can be a little nervous. Pradeep, do you think Ryan is a delusion? Why am I getting this comment again and again? What your female ratio? 2 point something percent, maybe 2%. Devon needs more beer instead of pancakes. Okay, agree, David. I know. Oleg came back. Does he had any chance to be in the top eight? Top eight is not left-handed, first of all. So I'm not sure what you're asking. Leo is a damn good interview, always engaging, right? So left-handed, Oleg only competes left-handed, and top eight is not left-handed. Okay, maybe you're asking he can be top eight in the world. Right now, I don't think so. But he did beat Bozhidar. He did win his class 80 kg today. I think today or yesterday. Today maybe. For me it was today. So that was really amazing to see. Or maybe yesterday. I don't exactly remember. Him and Bozhidar in the finals, and he defeated Bozhidar. It was a long match, and Bozhidar got a good bite on his arm. He got his wrist slightly cupped, but still couldn't pin Oleg. So he is getting back. And Bozhidar defeated him. Vlad the Destroyer. So if you remember the Arm Wars match, Vlad has always beaten Bozhidar. Always. Like not even close. And he won 6-0. And right-handed, the match was really close. Bozhidar was like defending here and completely shaking. But he still won 6-0. And how fast things can change. Left-handed, it looked like Bozhidar is never going to beat Vlad. The gap was that much. Huge gap. And Engin Terzi mentioned that Bozhidar told him that he will beat Vlad left-handed, and he did beat Vlad left-handed. That was amazing. But the next day, or maybe the same day after that, Vlad defeated him right-handed. So he took his revenge also. That was Really amazing to see how fast things can change. Leo's damn Beerman. That is always the answer. Okay, not don't remember what you're talking about. Yeah, I watched the interview with Leo. Was great. What's up? Do you think Ryan is delusional? Okay, getting again. I'm Australian. Yes. 2013, he had a surgery on his right. 13. Okay, that was 2 years post surgery. Devon said his right arm wasn't good until 2017. Okay, great insights. Geez, man, how do you remember all of this stuff? Okay, I'm reading the chat a little bit late, so I don't remember what you're talking about. But I think about arm wrestling. That is all I do. All the time, I keep thinking about arm wrestling. Even in my dreams, I'm arm wrestling some of these arm wrestlers. Hermes versus Devon would be amazing. Okay. My left shoulder surgery took 5 years before it felt good again. Travis B. My right shoulder, 2018 December, when Devon was in India, I couldn't go to meet him because 3 4 days before that I had shoulder surgery, and I can totally understand what you're saying. It still doesn't feel really good. Right now, it is getting close to the point where it was before surgery. So 3 years, almost 3 years, and it is just close to the point where it was before surgery. So shoulder surgeries are really horrible, and I thought I'm the only unlucky one. Good to feel that you have, good to see that you have felt the same. Not really good, but makes me feel satisfied. I think you know what I mean. Do you think Dennis is back? Dennis has clearly said that he won't compete unless his doctor clears him. So he is looking good left-handed. Right, not, I would say right-handed is looking even better these days. Like his left is opening up a little bit when that Russian guy Korchin was hitting him. I hope he's back. Some people are saying that he should. I agree. He should not be go directly at the top level, but him versus John Brzenk right-handed would have been a really great match. Bierman Burgoyne, he had surgery in summer of 2012 right after his match with Bresnan in Toronto. I remember that. I was confused. Maybe it was 2013, but I remember that I've heard Devon say at least a couple of times 2012 and 2016. So whoever it was with 2013 comment, don't extend 1 year just because you want to prove that Devon was a newbie in that match. Okay, I'll have to skip a little bit comment. Bierman Burgoyne again, Lachlan and Thoughtsilla. Thank you. Okay, first let me read. Thank you for your opinion. You are a breath of fresh air. Thanks, Keith. Lachlan and Thoughtsilla. Travis Bagent is trying to set that match up in 2022. Lachlan versus Thoughtsilla. That's all information that I have on this match right now. Todd was on a podcast and there he mentioned that Travis is trying to set up this match in 2022. There is no way Ryan versus Irakli will happen, right? And especially, I said that in my video that this loss, Ryan's loss, will affect his match negatively, his negotiations for his match, maybe in terms of money or in terms of even getting this match with Irakli. That performance with Lachlan will definitely affect that. Blue Bowen is my hero. Blue Bowen has done a lot of great things for arm wrestling. If Ryan performed better against Lachlan, then match against likely could be a, yeah, right now that's what I was talking about. But after that domination, there is no way Ryan gets that match. Agreed. Oh, this agreed. Japanese car. Lachlan is right up there with Todzilla. I think he takes it. I would first like to see Lachlan versus Corey West. That is the most exciting match for me. Halloween is about, and Stacy Morgan, if you are still there, I saw your Facebook comment explaining about Halloween, but I cannot watch that video right now. Halloween is about Harvest Festival and the day of the witches wrapped into one, okay? Trick or treat. I'll watch that video. Todd will crush Loki, okay? Matt Mask is a big joke, while Marcio is there in the spot early 2000s, late 90s, and Marcio have wins on on John, Devon, Toddzilla, and some other big guys. Marcio's great. Bruce Leroy, Candy, okay. Surgery was 2013. It was almost 2 years. Post surgery in 2015. Just as his match lefty with Denis, it was almost 2 years post elbow, and his left was still not fully recovered. Yeah, in 2016 he had left surgery and match in 2018. That I can agree with. Not to spam, but people underestimate Ryan because he got smashed by Lachlan too. Lachlan is complete, and is whipping Ayalo. Okay, I thought the opposite, that people overestimated him. Okay, I saw somewhere that Devon was the first person to beat John in a super match in 2008. Is that true? Right, it is true. He went his whole career without he went his whole career without acha, went he went his whole career without losing any super matches. That is incredible. There were not many super matches before that. Super matches. I'm not really great with the history of arm wrestling. I haven't done much studies from Eric Rosan's arm wrestling archives. Oh, so sorry for that. But I don't really think there were many super matches before 2002 or 3. I think the super matches started around that time. Mitch, hey Pradeep, great to see you streaming today. Thanks, brother. Thanks. I'm not really feeling well, but it is a Sunday, so I have to go live. 41 minutes. 76. Okay, I just saw the 76 people are online. 75. 80 thumbs up. Can we get the thumbs up to 85 in 1 minute before 42 minutes? 85. Thumbs up, guys, please. I saw some. Devon was the first. Okay, read that. Devon, why John? Okay, I cannot understand that. Those things take long to heal, right shoulder. What's up, Pradeep? These notifications always come late for me. Only now saw you are live. No problem, brother. Glad that you're here, Philip. BSL 2008 Super Match where Devon 6 odd and not a 100% Brzenk from what I have heard. And Neil Pickup and John Brzenk have some different theories about that match. I think we need to clear some things. Neil also said that John Devon was so much stronger than everyone else that day. Did he say that about 2008? Or I think when he beat Ron Bath. I'm confusing between these two. Japanese car. He is not the best, but Lachlan isn't no dummy lifter. He trains and rests hard. Lagia, he almost balled against Michael in their first match. Who? Devon. Keith has Keith had five or more tries at your name and still hasn't got it. No problem. I'm sorry, Blaster. I read it Blaster. Did you write anything else first time? Keith Thomas, sorry about that. I think I sent it a few times by mistake. Not very good at this. Okay. Brzenk has a 6-1 winning record over Larratt during 16 years time span, 1999 to 2015. Everything else is bull and cock. Okay. Shubham Yadav, Alex, words of wisdom. Alex, John has never faced. Okay, I caught up with the chat. I think great. I'm really happy. Not a fair comparison. Please, I'm really sorry if I missed anyone's chat. Please copy paste it if you have, if you can. I don't think you can copy from this chat. John has never faced Devon in his peak. So is Devon. John faced Devon in 2008, and Devon was really good. Not a fair comparison. The December match is even more imbalance. Lawrence Grundy. How strong is I did actually arm wrestle Michael Todd, a left-handed, I about a year ago maybe, and I've had crazy dreams, and I rarely lose in my dreams. Pradeep, do you think John's right about Hermes destroying Devon in a super match right now? I think that match is really close. Devon may be able to win on one fact that Hermes does not have a game on the losing side. So if Devon is able to take him slightly off center to his side, to Devon's side, I think Devon can win, but it will be a really close match. No, I did not break Michael's arm, but I did arm wrestle him. Brzenk, who flashed Devon versus 2018 Devon, would be an absolute war. I think John take that, but not so easy. Maybe. So you are ruling out John Brzenk against Devon? Yes. Not against a lot of pullers. Myth? Yes. Against Devon, I think I am ruling out John Brzenk. Edgar, what did C Corey West ever do to deserve his status? What status? I said him versus Lachlan would be a good match. So I don't know what status you're talking about. Maybe he hangs with Michael Todd. That is really beneficial if you can do that. You can say the same thing about Eric Spoto. At least Corey West has had some matches. Eric does not even have a match under his belt, but he is still considered top 5 in North America by Devon Larratt. There's one more. What? Match? Devon versus John? Take my thumb up, sir. Okay. 96 thumbs up. Thank you, brother. Thanks. I forgot about that. Can Dave Chaffee be able to beat Prime Alexei Vovoda? I'm not really sure, man. Dave Chaffee was really good in a hook, and Alexei Vovoda, if I remember correctly, he wasn't a deep hooker and he wasn't a top roller either. So maybe somewhere between that, similar to Dave Chaffee. But do you, any one of you, if some of you experienced guys are still here, can anyone explain to me why Dave Chaffee has completely changed his style from a hooker, flat wristed? Just people are saying flat wristed, but I think he was slightly cupped from a hooker to a top roller. Completely changed. So what's up with that? I don't think the top roller Dave Chaffee beats Bovoda, but hook side pressure Dave Chaffee, I think he can beat Bovoda. Okay, thanks for the answer, Permabulk. If super matches only started in early 2000s, then that's less impressive. LOL. Yes, because now it is what a 4 5 year streak, and I'm not sure how many super matches were there during that time. Anubhav Das, is Ryan versus Irakli still happening? No update on that. Not from Ryan at least, or Irakli. Andrew Mastine. John versus Hermes or John versus Irakli. John versus Irakli would have been a good match. That would have made more sense. Really close match. John versus Hermes. Okay, read that. He's just joining now. Brad Mitchell. Thanks, Brad. TP. Do you think Devon will go on Mega Troll in the interview tonight? I hope so. I think he will. Man, I can't wait for the interview with John and Devon later today. I will have to wait for that because for me it is 3 a.m. So cannot really wake up till that late to watch that interview. And the interview, I believe, Neil Pickup will go for at least 100 minutes. So that will be nearly 5 a.m. for me. And I have to go to work at 7 a.m. So wouldn't really work for me. So 12 minutes is still remaining in today's chat. Maybe I can converse with you a little bit more. Bro, want to watch Hermes Gasparini versus Irakli? Okay. Hermes Gasparini is way too much for Irakli, I think. Too much hand. I can't wait for the interview, John. Read that. Good to see that Corey West is going to pull someone who is his level. Okay. Mirtela Aslanov. When did that match happen? How am I unaware of it? Michael Todd needs to stop pulling him at least against Chaffee. Right. Todzilla and Tim Bresnan for at least for now. I was really surprised, and some people hate me for calling that. And about Michael Todd again, that conversation. Michael Todd said that he's Corey West is going to destroy, like not even close against Todd Hutchings. And he said that Corey West has a 30% chance against Dave Chaffee. And just before that, he said that Dave Chaffee can beat Levon. So Michael was saying that Dave Chaffee can beat Levon. He said that after the match ended, Dave Chaffee versus Levon, he honestly accepted that he thought that Dave Chaffee is going to win it. So Michael thinks that Dave Chaffee beats Levon and Corey West has a 30% chance against Dave Chaffee. Can someone explain that to me? Both are my favorite. Rahul Das Majumdar. Can John at least take one round away from Devon? If I'm not sure if the blocks has opened or not, but I think I will be putting my money upon Devon in this match. So I would say no. I don't think so. Maybe it can happen, but at least I don't think so. Your opinion on Clerks 93. Your opinion on who would win between Cody Merritt and Alex Cordecha. Left-handed, really good. Alex's left looks really dominant, and that can be cleared in March, maybe March this year, or maybe after that. Yes, March. I don't. Sorry, I forgot the dates. But Ryan SP is going to face Cody Merritt left-handed, so that match will clear a lot of things. So if the match is close, Ryan SP has said that he has the last win on Cody Merritt. So Ryan SP has defeated Cody Merritt, and Ryan SP and Alex Kodecha that day were not on the same level. But we will have to watch the SP versus Cody Merritt match to answer that question. Dave has always just gone sideways. If the opponent's pronation is weak, it looks like a hook. If it holds up, he drags back. And I don't think his style has changed at all. Okay. Last time I saw him hook, and it was a deep hook against Krasimir Kostadinov in 2019. So he hooks hookers and top rolls top rollers. That is what I'm getting. And Lawrence Grundy, your comment is a lot similar to. I really loved it. Travis Bajent has a really great way to say things. Like someone asked him, he gave him a super chat. Like, what do you do for top roll? How do you train for top roll? Or how do you prepare to top roll your opponents? Somebody asked him like that in a super chat on Gary Roberts show. And Travis was like really funny. He said, I don't do none of that shit. I'm like, I just wait for the go and hit as hard as I can, and it is for the other person to decide whether he wants to be hooked or get top rolled. So that was Travis Bajent's philosophy. Super chat, Anthony Benicasa. Thanks, brother. Sub deep. Great, brother. Great. Thank you very much for the super chat. I'm doing great. Thanks, Anthony. But wait, what interview, Neil? Okay, I missed some chats. Quaker, what Quaker? Wait, what interview, Neil? Neil Pickup is interviewing John Brzenk and Devon Larratt today. For me, it is tomorrow, about 4 hours from now. What city do you live in, and what's your type of work? I want to know more about Pradeep. TP. What city? Currently, I am in West Bengal, and unfortunately, I cannot talk about my work here. I would not like to. Hmm. Sorry, I cannot answer that. It is a government job. I can tell you that much. Hermes and Heracles are on different levels, bro. Okay, bro. We we want to watch Hermes or is it like okay? I read that. Can you do it? Will it be possible? Can you do it? How can I do it, Arshad Khan? What do I have to do with setting up matches? Maybe I can set you. I can sponsor you versus someone in a local match for $100 per perma bulk. Who would win, Shaq versus Larry Wheels? Great question. Great question. I think you give Shaq 1 month of top roll training, just how to go backwards, like straight back. Maybe he can beat Larry, but he would have to like really open up to grip against Larry. Like if he grips up like that, there is no way the ref is going to start him because Larry's hand would be somewhere around here. So he would have to really go low, and I don't think he will have much top roll from here. He will have to do some training to beat Larry, I guess, but he can for sure with a month or couple of months training. That's because he got hooked by Krasi. Really? A man who can top roll Gennady, who can top roll Trubin. He has top rolled a lot of guys. Really? Maybe I'll have to watch it that match closely now. Shaq. Who would love to see Vrez versus John. Vrez versus John. That is not a match right now. Right-handed, John destroys Vrez, and left-handed, Vrez destroys John. That is what I think. When John was younger, then left-handed, I think it could have been a match because Devon said that John's left is terrible, but John has some wins on Devon and also on Travis left-handed. Can you imagine that? So maybe at that time it could have been interesting, but Perez beats him John easy right now, left-handed. Right? John beats him. Larry would win easily, okay? Bob, I think so. Hi Pradeep, hi Indian Indian boy joining in. Thanks, Phoenix, thanks. Hermes versus Devon. I don't think Devon can win this. Bilal Harris, maybe you're right. I would not be surprised at all if Hermes beats Devon. Mike Hoffman. Is Ryan Bowen delusional, Pradeep? In some things, in many things, I think he is. But I don't hate him right now. Like Ryan Bowen, I had a three phase shifts thinking about Ryan Bowen, my opinions about Ryan Bowen. At first, like when you watch him as a fan, like everyone, we love to see him, we love him, and then you think you have grown smarter and you get to see through his delusions. This is the second stage of smartness that everyone goes through. Like there are Ryan Bowen lovers and there are Ryan Bowen haters. First stage, when you love Ryan Bowen, I have been in that stage. I was a fan, big fan. Then I got to see through his delusions, his lies, some of his lies. I'm not saying right now because right, I'm maybe a fan of him again, so I'm not saying those were not lies. There were some lies that he said, and some delusions, not lies. I would not say lies, some delusions. So that is the second phase, when you think you're smart, that you can see through his delusions. Then there comes a third stage, when you keep talking to him, then you get to know why he does what he does. Then you become a fan again. So that is third level of smartness or maturity about thinking about Ryan Bowen, and I'm currently at that third level. Maybe there are a few more levels to understand Ryan Bowen better. Maybe I will start hating him someday again. Michael Todd posted on his Instagram that Corey West is going to pull. Okay, Aslanov. Thanks for the feedback, brother. Dennis now versus Devon. Left-handed, it could be a good match. Right-handed, Devon wins. This is my opinion, Heather. Anubhav Das, Schoolboy versus Ryan, good match. Could be a really good match. In like last year or maybe earlier this year, I would have clearly said Ryan Bowen. Not even close. But right now, I think I think the later this match happens, the better chances Schoolboy has. 2022, I think Schoolboy really, really easily beats Ryan Bowen. I cannot say the same right now because Schoolboy is growing, like he's still growing. 275 pounds and still growing. Ullas Singh. Devon versus Irakli, who would win? We have talked about it a lot. Hey Pradeep, sorry brother. Sergio Pevon. Hey Pradeep, I've been in Kolkata in 2019. My wife is from a village close to there. Great to hear that. My brother is also in Kolkata right now. Manjeet is his name. Sergio Pevon. What do you think, Hermes versus Gennady? We have talked about it also. Hermes was my prediction. Schoolboy would beat Ryan. I cannot disagree with that. Ullah Singh. Devon versus Irakli. Devon versus Irakli. Devon, man. Sure. Bro, who would win between Levan and Devon? What's your opinion? If that match happens, I would be putting my money. I'm a big Devon fan. I talk to him. Devon knows that I'm his fan. But in that match, my honest opinion, I will be putting my money on Levan. Devon. Devon versus Rackley. Okay. Finally, Oleg is back. I was really happy to see him back. Bowen is comedy. Clucks 93. Ullah Singh deleted his messages. Edgar Ellerman, lies or pep talk? What? Please give some context. I forgot. Ryan has integrity and will. Okay. Could Ryan Bowen beat Levan if he gets his side pressure higher? Yes, for sure he can beat Levan. Phoenix Gamers. Alexei Vovoda versus Larry. How about it? I think Alexei would still easily defeat Larry because he had long matches against Tim Bresnan in 2016, I think. What year was that? Alexa Voda has been doing some arm wrestling training, posting some videos. I was really happy to see that. Like he has posted about 4 or 5 arm wrestling related videos in past couple of months. What is date for Alexei match? Alexei match? There is no Alexei match. No, 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 no. Don't do that, Stacy Morgan. I'm going off there anytime. Josh, welcome, brother. Just got in. Any word on Bowen versus Irakli not come yet? Nothing would make me happier than to know he lost that match because of the sparkling. Lachlan gave him no. No, that is not confirmed yet. Bob Seaver, Stacy Morgan. I know you said don't. Okay, I said don't even now, but I can't help myself. Good show, buddy. Thanks, Stacy. You are doing really, really so much for the arm wrestling community. Guys, please check out Stacy Morgan's channel. I hope Larry gets his win. No more. Okay, I would not say that word. Schoolboy still not graduated. Schoolboy is 21 years old, and I think he should be turning 22 anytime now. He's in 11th grade. No way, man. Really? I hope Larry gets a win soon. I think he will get discouraged if he doesn't. Yeah, this is the best opponent and the easiest for him because it wouldn't make sense for him to take really low level matches. Maybe against a really popular guy like Kirill Sarichev, the bench press guy. He still holds Larry comfortably. If you have seen in Larry Wheel's last video, Gennady plans to break Levan's bicep curl record. What? Levan does not have any bicep curl record. Ryan needs to King's move Levan. Yeah. Only Larratt has a chance against Levan. Right. I would agree with that. I thought Alexei was pulling Denis. No, 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 no. Devon tried to talk about that match. He tried to do something, but I don't think Alexei was interested. So, not happening. Okay, guys, in 1 minute, I'm going to end this chat. So, Ryan 200 Kings move versus Levan. Would love to see Schoolboy versus Chase, CHA, Chance. Okay, you want to say Chance? Sure. Right, that is a good match. World of Strength channel. The red icon, arm wrestling related. Their arm wrestling videos consistently get the most views by far. I have watched. I think I watched that channel. 135 kg enemies would have a chance versus Levan. Agree. Yes, maybe. But Hermes, can he really get to 135? He was 118 kilos. Todzilla versus Denis now. Oh, great question, man. Great. It could be really close. Strict curl record. Levan versus Todzilla in Hook. Levan versus Todzilla in Hook. Of course, Levan, man. It is not close. Is Hermes versus Todzilla happening? No, not happening. I'm thinking about super chatting quotes from delusional Ryan Bowen during this. Please, not. During the whole fix today. Okay, in the fix today. Right. Please do that, Josh. Please do that. I'll watch it tomorrow. Reminder for Devon and John on Neil's channel tonight, right? Devon limits my tickle mask. Hope you are well, Pradeep. I'm great, brother. Great. I promised you I'll talk about that live stream, and I did talk about it a couple of times in this live stream. Mitch, oops, chance. Thanks. Okay. Okay, guys. I think I'm gonna have to end this. Please do not post. I cannot leave any comment unattended. So please, I request you, please stop typing comments because I'll have to read it if you type it. Sorry, I don't hear about what I said above. What's your opinion about Levan versus Devon? I think Levan wins it. That was my opinion. Almost 7K subs. Yeah, I forgot to ask you guys to subscribe. Please, if you can. If I don't subscribe to channels that really spam like the news channels or music channels who post 5 6 7 20 videos every day. Then it gets you really difficult to scroll through those videos to get to the videos that you really want to watch. So I post one video a day maximum, or maybe one videos in every 2 days. So I won't be spamming you. So please subscribe and hit the bell icon. Please don't type, guys. Please don't type. Okay, goodbye messages are great. If John drops out, I hope we will see Hermes versus Devon. We need to talk more about Leo and how his channel can blow up arm wrestling. That guy is doing really good job for arm wrestling. He's interested in arm wrestling, but his audience isn't interested. And that is still interesting to see that because his regular videos get 10, 15, 20,000 views, and arm wrestling videos get 1, 2, 3, 4,000 views. But still, he keeps on posting them. So that's really hats off to that person. My salute. Read a comment from Hermes. Read a comment from Hermes that now he is 121. Okay, another 10, 15 pounds, kilos, and we are there. Great. Maybe that can happen. Awesome, nice one. Like the videos, guys. Please give it a thumbs up. 107 likes. Amazing. Thanks, Pradeep. Get some sleep. I will get some sleep after that. Right now, the time is 10 o'clock, 10 p.m. By JD. What is JD? Good night. No, it's not good night. Comment words. Mamta Didi from West Bengal. Good night. Bye. That's the best you can come up with. Okay, you got one more subscriber. Good night. Thanks, Bilal. Thanks, brother. You have been commenting almost all of my videos and you haven't subscribed. But thanks, man. Just trying to see if you will ever leave you or read this. I will read this. If I get quick enough, maybe you guys cannot post any comments. Make him work. Permabel Edgar Ellerman. Don't read this. I have read it. Sorry. Bye bye. Before you post anything else, thank you very much. I really appreciate. Dylan Fowler. What's the weather like in India? Or please don't read this either. I have read it. Weather is good. India is a big country, and some places are really cold, some places are really hot. So big topic, cannot discuss it here. Thank you guys. Bye.